Welcome, rational thinkers and champions of evidence-based reasoning, to the Free of Faith podcast. This is the place where we dare to peel back the comforting but opaque layers of faith-based claims and expose their logical shortcomings. Today's topic is miracles. Do miracles alleged by Christians truly defy natural laws? Or are they just rare coincidences dressed up as divine intervention? Imagine a magician who claims to have limitless magical powers. You'd expect some jaw-dropping, reality-breaking feats, right? Perhaps he would magically give everyone in the audience long, green hair, pull Godzilla from a hat, or raise from the dead someone who died weeks ago. But what if this so-called master magician only ever performed basic card tricks or made coins disappear, tricks any skilled illusionist could replicate? Would you still believe they possess supernatural powers? Probably not. You'd suspect clever deception or audience misdirection rather than real magic. And yet, this is precisely what we see with miracle claims made by Christians. If an all-powerful God were truly intervening in the world, wouldn't we expect to see mind-blowing, impossible acts such as mountains thrown into the sea, the dead coming back to life, or the sudden global eradication of horrific diseases? Instead, miracle claims tend to cluster around improbable but physically possible events, such as healings of common ailments, finding lost objects, or narrowly avoiding accidents. While rare, these events don't actually violate the laws of physics. They do not reflect the full power of an actual God of the universe, intending to use miracles to exhibit his power. This is measurable. If we track miracle claims, we see that these claims follow a predictable pattern. There are far fewer events that bend physics than there are merely statistical anomalies Christians define as miracles. We hear many stories about people finding their lost keys in unexpected places, but we never hear about entire mountains being relocated, despite clear biblical claims that this is entirely possible. An everyday miracle claim, like finding a lost wallet, exists in the lower improbability range. It is unlikely, but still naturally explainable. Meanwhile, an extreme claim like a mountain moving before our eyes, as promised in the book of Matthew, falls into the category of truly impossible events, where divine intervention is more clearly a legitimate explanation. And yet, we never see these types of miracles. The miracle claims that do exist overwhelmingly concentrate around events that are rare but still possible. Given the number of Christians looking for coincidences to attribute to God, the number and degree of miracle claims is unsurprising. If miracles were truly divine, we would expect them to be evenly distributed across all levels of improbability. We should hear about mountain-moving miracles just as often as lost key miracles. However, real-world reports show something very different. The more a claim reflects physical impossibility, the fewer claims of that sort we hear. This statistical distribution does not reflect the power of a God who can move mountains without breaking a sweat. Why do miracle claims, once scrutinized, distill to merely unusual but entirely possible events? And why are the miracle claims that most defy natural laws least scrutinizable? Let's take this a step further. If an all-powerful God exists and wants humanity to know he is real, wouldn't we expect miracles to occur in ways that are impossible to dismiss? Wouldn't they happen under conditions that make them undeniable? Where are the miracles performed in the presence of high-resolution cameras, medical teams, and scientific verification? The most spectacular biblical miracles, like the parting of the Red Sea or Jesus walking on water, all happened in pre-scientific times, recorded through oral tradition, and were never verified through rigorous methods. Even today, the miracle claims overwhelmingly take the form of statistical anomalies, such as unexpected medical recoveries or unlikely coincidences. They are always events that conveniently leave room for ambiguity. What we do not see are scientifically undeniable, repeatable interventions. There are no documented cases of amputated limbs regrowing through prayer, and no sudden reversals of biological death recorded under controlled conditions. Instead, the miraculous conveniently retreats whenever rigorous verification methods are available. Another revealing aspect of miracle claims is the way different religions treat each other's so-called miracles. Every religious tradition claims miracles that validate its own teachings, yet dismisses the miracle claims of competing religions as either false, exaggerated, or the result of deception. A Christian might reject Hindu miracle claims as superstitions, just as a Muslim might dismiss Christian miracle claims as misunderstandings. If miracles were genuinely divine, there should be a clear and universal standard for identifying them. Instead, miracle claims reinforce pre-existing beliefs rather than challenging them. This selective skepticism shows that believers apply vastly different standards when evaluating miracles inside and outside their own religious framework. This raises an unsettling question. Why would a God who seeks to be known make his power most evident in the least verifiable times and places? If a deity wanted to prove his existence beyond a shadow of a doubt, we wouldn't expect a decline in miracle claims as scrutiny increases. Yet that is exactly what we observe. The pattern of miracle claims perfectly matches what we would expect if these were not actual supernatural interventions, but rather the human tendency to assign divine meaning to rare but natural events. If this conversation has sparked some questions or even some discomfort, that's a good thing. Questioning is the first step toward clarity. Don't settle for easy answers or platitudes. Dive deeper, explore further, and demand evidence. Head over to Free of Faith to read the full article and join the discussion. Let's keep this conversation going, because the pursuit of truth doesn't stop at questioning. It's about finding answers that actually make sense. Thank you for tuning in to the Free of Faith podcast, where we expose the logical failings of faith and celebrate the clarity that comes with reason. Until next time, stay skeptical, stay curious, and remember, rationality always outperforms faith. Engage reality, and I'll see you soon.